All right, so let's adjust our window. Don't cover up the chat. And no, not that one. Um, yep. So today's stream is about Lesotho. Oh, I noticed in here in the description when they say being the highest country situated at 1,400 meters, what they mean 1,400 meters is the lowest elevation in Lesotho. That every other country has a point lower than 1,400 meters. Um, and so we have, and you'll notice the map is rated hard, 9,376 average score, um, which, smaller countries are often hard, although, Lesotho is, from you, you don't get a good idea of scale, because the countries around it are large. And so maybe after the first round, I'll try to guess what its area is. Okay, so that's what Lesotho looks like. Um, yeah, that you see a lot of this brick stuff, looks quite a bit like South Africa, but yeah, that you can see, Lesotho is tends to be mountainous, that it has yeah, that there's a particular thing in the appearance. You'll notice here that there's a rock stratum that here is this white stuff, like some sort of metamorphic rock. It looks like, um, and that this is an impermeable layer that doesn't erode very well, and so you have this sort of butte type appearance. In South Africa, buttes are called koppies. Um, you know, uh, um, and let's see. I could swear I've seen this location before, but yeah. So I from the appearance, I would guess that maybe it's on this side, facing toward Free State and not the side with KZN and Eastern Cape Province. Um, it's interesting, like here, that it may simply be, not being able to afford it, but like there's not really that much security around, like you see in South Africa, that it may be more peaceful conditions in Lesotho than in South Africa. Okay, so now we've gotten onto the paved road. It's southeast to northwest. Again, that probably matches. This could be the A1 actually. Um, okay, there's that car. Okay, new start. Um, yeah, so most signs are in English, that it's actually kind of stunning how little Sesotho you actually see on signs. Um, okay, and here we have the classic South African pattern. The yellow lines are on the outside of the road, the white line is on the middle. Okay. Oh, over here you can see, um, where was she? Yep. All right. Um, so I was about to point out the outfit there, the traditional, more traditional dress. Okay, so new tab open here. So I'm going to guess that Lesotho has a land area of, let's see, 140,000 square kilometers and a population of 3 million. Um, okay, so Lesotho has 30,355 square kilometers. So that was seriously off, that I must have thought it was much bigger in relation to South Africa than it actually is. Like South Africa's area is enormous. It's I think over 1 million square kilometers. It's larger than any European country that is not Russia. Um, and population 2004 census is 2.1 million, and the 2018 estimate is also 2.1 million, which I would guess that maybe they have a lot of people leaving. That they may have a lot of their population has moved to South Africa. Um, let's see, and so um, let's see, and the other thing I mentioned, the language is called Sesotho, not and the Sesotho language is actually a majority of the speakers of the Sesotho language live in Free State over here. Um, Free State's capital is Bloemfontein. Okay. Also, the country is not entirely ethnically homogeneous. There is a substantial Xhosa population, and the Xhosa people live, in the south here next to Eastern Cape Province. Eastern Cape Province is primarily Xhosa, especially this part of the province actually has very few racial minorities. It is almost exclusively Xhosa, and so in Lesotho they are found in this part here around Clutch's neck, okay, and around Cloting. Um, Now, also in terms of language, um, Lesotho only has the click Q. That there are other clicks listed that are the X and C clicks. Those are not found in the Sesotho language. Okay. Um, okay. Yeah. This appearance. This is over here. The highest part of the country. Um, I think it may be this road. The ski area, as I remember, is somewhere around here. No, no, I'm not kidding about that. There's a ski area. I'll link to the ad for it at the end of the stream. Okay. Um. Yeah. So this then, if the lowest point in the country is 1,400 meters, this is quite considerable in elevation. This road is probably in the high 2000s, maybe even over 3,000 meters above sea level. It actually, as I mentioned, it can occasionally snow up here. Um, it turns out that in southern Africa, the winter is the dry season, so the ski area is mostly dependent on snow making. And okay, so this guy, I'm guessing, is not from Lesotho. Um, Okay. Very few white people in Lesotho. Um, Maybe I'd say he's going skiing, but I don't think this is winter coverage. Um, okay. Here, these are rondavels. These kinds of houses are found a lot in Lesotho, and also, I think, KZN and Eastern Cape Province, and I think even in like Free State and Pumalanga up here, um, they tend not to be in Botswana or or in northern parts of South Africa. I've noticed that the rondavels are they're uh, I tend to think of them as being associated with Zulus, which okay, so we've got. Yeah, another thing about Lesotho, nice looking country, like there's fields up here, so it presumably is not, extremely cold. I mean, I think even at the highest elevations, Lesotho is solidly temperate. You know, around the ski area, mostly you see shepherds. Like there's not a lot of crops around. Um, all right, so 2,485 points. Uh, yeah, this is part of the problem with guessing in Lesotho is the small size. You'll notice this is 24 kilometers off and 2,485 points. Yeah, so let me zoom out here. Oh yeah, that's yeah. I must have. That's why I massively overguessed the area is because I thought that Lesotho was larger in relation to South Africa than that. Okay, so the other question, obviously, you might ask about Lesotho is why does it exist at all, right? Something strange happened, like to have this country entirely surrounded by South Africa. Um, and it turns out, first of all, that Lesotho was never part of South Africa. That it was a separate British colony with its own deal with the crown, and the same is true, of Eswatini and Botswana. Had a similar status in the British Empire. Um, Essentially, the reason why these three countries existed was rivalry between the British and the Afrikaners who had founded the Boer republics, Transvaal up here, capital was Pretoria, and the Free State, capital was Bloemfontein. Um, and then at the end of the Second South African War, those Boer republics were, invaded, annexed by the British Empire, and combined with Natal Colony over here, which is now KZN State, and Cape Colony, which was the main part of South Africa territorially. Um, that 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 the Cape colony actually extended all the way north to Mahikeng. Um, Wait, no, it actually didn't. Wait, what am I thinking? Yeah, check check the boundary line before you do that. Right, this is Northwest Province, which was originally Transvaal as a Boer republic. Right. Yeah, this is the end of Cape Province. Right, Kimberley. Right. Kimberley was the place where diamonds were found in the 1870s, and that was a big part of the story of the conflict between the British and the Boer republics. Um, was that first there was the tension between the Free State and the British over Kimberley, and then in particular it went into hyperdrive when they found the big gold here, in Houding. Um, okay, so yeah. Again, here Southern African lane markings that Lesotho has the triple line in the middle, like South Africa does. Okay. Um, Again, like this, uh, ways that this does not look like South Africa. You'll notice there aren't any fences on the over here. It's open land. South Africa tends to have farms with fences. Um, so does Botswana actually. Um, okay, Napitseng Guest House. Um, Kapitseng Guest House. Okay. That might be a location. Oh, that was very interesting. Look at that. That's a weird. That's a weird sign. Um, yeah, you'll notice that the signs, they Southern African, like tends toward European style of road signs. Weaving and craft studio. Okay. that's Blue Mountain Inn. Um, okay, so we're going southeast. Let's see. We're this is probably a major road. It could be this one. Um, again, this is lower elevation. It's not the mountainous sort of stuff that you see over here. I mean, I think it could be down in this direction. Or like toward Kluting. Um, Also, with the scattered population, I'm wondering, like, could this even be an outlying part of Maseru, which I have noticed that you don't seem to get Maseru that often, which, let's see, Hamachoka, Centipole Gap, something services, hmm, hmm, yeah, not seeing anything. Okay, so it was the A1 over there. Yeah, tough map. That as I pointed out, it's rated hard. The average score is less than 10,000 points. Okay. Oh, there's a Sasutu sign. Yep. Okay. EcoNet Telecom. SMS Fila. Okay. Um. Yeah. Yeah. So African language. Typically Roman alphabet, no diacritics. Um. Okay. So this. Um. Okay. There's a lake. That's very interesting. Um. Given the area, I'm thinking that that might be a hydroelectric installation. Ministry of Tourism, Environment, and Culture. There's also Sesotho on that side. Um, okay, there's that green sign. Mohali Tunnel, I think it says. Yeah, Katse Village Mohale Tunnel Outlet. Hmm. Let's see, do I see the tunnel up here anywhere? Sign for a boat launch. Yeah, this sort of style is that looks more like the shepherds that I mentioned, in the highlands, like up here. Ooh, there's a lake. Yeah, this looks likely. Um yeah, I think also this might be a Koza outfit, but I don't really know for sure. We have Tabatseka and it was that something tunnel outlet. Katse Village. Oh, there's Tapatseka. Okay. Um, let's see. This is the Orange River. Um, let's see. So, oh, there's also a junction here. Let's see. Katse Lodge. Hmm. Wondering if it could be over there or. Okay, it was the other lake. Yep. So, oh yeah, I should have zoomed in. Yeah, there's Katse Lodge, Katse Dam, Katse Airport. Yep. All right. All right, we got cows. Um, yeah, yeah, I think you have sort of a beef cattle pattern. Uh, European and not Indian cows. It looks like. So that, yeah, that this obviously is, you can see quite a bit of beef pasturage. We have this looks like maybe some sort of old metamorphic rock, like that impermeable layer that we saw up on that mountain. Um, oh yeah, 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 the layered thing and everything. Um, yeah, of course, like geologically, like a lot of southern Africa looks like this. You know, uh, um, there's a rondavel again. Um, yeah, so with the rondavels, also, I would say, like KZN and Eswatini look more. They're typically wetter and warmer than this. Like this sort of appearance is, is very Lesotho. Yeah, there's shepherd up here. Yeah, there's a lot of sheep in Lesotho. That's another one that I've noticed. Um, yeah, you'll also notice with the outfits, like aside that of the higher elevation, like that they're kind of warm looking. That they're, it doesn't look like it's particularly hot up here. Um, oh, guessing I'm going to go with like around Mahale's Hook. I think. Like I think this is not toward Maseru. I think this is closer to closer to the coast. Like toward KZN and Eastern Cape Province. Ooh. Okay. No, no expectation that I was going to do that. Okay. 8 kilometers, 3,970 points. Yep. Here we have Q City, a favorite place for conspiracy theorists. We have the Mexican snack bar. Yeah, that's something that I really would not expect to find in Lesotho is Mexican food. Um, we have Kala King, SDA Church, Kutu's Carpentry and Joints. Oh, that KG. That I've seen in Setswana and also exists in Sesotho. Um, KG is pronounced K. Um, so it's that there's in most Southern African languages, G is pronounced K, like it is in Afrikaans. Um, there's a pep here that's a business that you see in Southern Africa, chain store. Um, yeah, and Jehovah's Witnesses. Okay, yeah, Mahale's Hook. Ooh, Mahale's Hook has a KFC in it. Okay, um, all right. Um, so 9,316 points, which I think was around the average for the for the country. Yeah, and that the difficult part is that that first of all it's hard to pinpoint a location in Lesotho, and the other one is that it's small, so you can get quite a few points off by even if you are in the right part of the country. All right. Um, yeah, 9376. Okay. So I guess, yeah, there's my high score, 13,963. All right. So, yeah, daily challenge settings again. Second game. Um, okay, this is corn. Corn is very common in southern Africa. Um, if we didn't know this was Lesotho already, I would immediately think of Lesotho with this sort of landscape, right? You have the corn, you have these sort of hills with the prominent strata. Um, oh, there's a rondavel. Okay, so that tells us we are definitely in southern Africa, um, and probably not Botswana or northern parts of South Africa. Um, okay, so where is this? It looked kind of like our Mohale's Hook area, yes. So yeah, I'm going to go with there again for now, and then we got 2 minutes to walk around. Okay, here again, you know, that we have people. Um, yeah, that in southern Africa you see a lot of these like cinder block sorts of things. Um, these are not South African chevrons. These look more like the ones from the United States. South Africa is white and red chevrons. Okay, I think Botswana also has red and white chevrons. Um, we have a pickup truck called in South Africa a bucky. Um, that also Southern Africa, stereotypically is full of pickup trucks. Um, there's the stereotype of the white guy driving the pickup truck with a bunch of black people in the back. Okay, there's public phone unit. Okay, yeah, that yeah, that's interesting. That this must be like you see ones actually set up by phone companies that are that are nice little things, but that one appears to be completely informal. That it's actually kind of a phone booth. Yeah, there's a rondavel. Let's see. This is sort of toward the northeast. Yeah, maybe this could be over here. Well, except this isn't a large road, right? Like that this. Oh, so it was 825 actually. Oh, it was we were just here actually near Kotze, which is interesting, like there was I that the I mean this area I remember there was actually some, more forest around, like toward the lake. Um okay, stop. This is the South African style lettering on the sign, also used in Lesotho. Um Okay, their European triangle sign, right? They don't use the yellow diamond type that's used in North and South America and Australia, um, and Asian countries usually. Um, that Europe, Middle East, and Africa mostly is what uses the triangle type. Um, yeah, also this kind of sheet metal style, buildings you see a lot in southern Africa. Um, Okay. Thatched roof. This is something that you also see in southern Africa, like this kind of architecture. Ah, agaves, it looks like. Um, yeah, we got, again, like this kind of geology. Um, I think this could be lower down, but I don't know specifically where this is. I'm going to guess here. 50 seconds left. We have Mohong General Dealer. Um, yeah, names like this are typical of the geography Mohong. Especially like eng at the end of place names. Um, let's see, is there Mohong? Quick check. But yeah, I think that this is the relatively flat, part of the country on this side. Um, and then, it flattens out considerably, out in this direction. And so, Bloemfontein is actually on a large plain. Okay. So 73 kilometers, 615 points, like, so, yeah, very tough scoring on these. Um, Interesting steel bridge, dirt road. But yeah, this country, I would say, is one of the more distinctive looking countries on GeoGuessr, that okay, again here, yeah, this is higher elevation with few trees. Um, the kind of landscape where, where maybe it would be more like it would be good to be a sheep. Okay, so oh, I've got viewers now. Hmm. All right. Hi viewers. Um yeah, I am not getting anywhere here. Um okay. So we'll go up here. Um, yeah, I'll go actually on the, yeah, like up there seems right. It's not quite like it is around the ski area, but which I think the ski area is up here near Mokotlong. I'll have to check that. Um, yeah, there's another rondavel, very common house in Lesotho. Um, yeah, you'll notice also this is, deep out in the heart of nowhere, like there's not that many people around. Yeah, that there yeah, the odd part is that there are not very many people around, but they're actually out on the road, which okay, okay, I gotta check this. Okay, so that's yeah, so the ski resort is okay. It's actually there. Okay. Yeah, that's a clue. That's a clue. I thought it was down here, which maybe yeah, actually looking at the shading on the map here, this may actually be lower than, than like A1 goes over a ridge here, and then there's a basin, with Makotlong. Oh, also this TL, that's a Southern African thing. Um, I think I've seen it more like Setswana and Sesotho languages. Um, there's a particular look that their HL pronounced th. That's Southern African consonant. The PT and K with H after them, which it turns out, that you actually that H is actually not pronounced. What actually takes place there, that gets into a linguistics thing about their sounds called ejectives in Southern African languages. Uh, the ejective sounds are p instead of p to k, and the ejectives are the ones without the H. Um, like for instance, in the country name Eswatini, the T is ejective; it has no H after it. Okay, um, so I'll of course you know uh, we'll have at the end a link to the ads for Afriski, but yeah, that I'm not kidding. They have skiing in Lesotho. Okay, so Joko always there for you. We have people with satellite television. Um, that suggests to me that we may not be in broadcast range. Interesting plant. Looks a bit almost like an ephedra or something like that. Um, interesting pole here. We have not gotten in Maseru yet, which is come to think of it, I think I'm not sure if I've gotten it before. I think I have. I know I've gotten Bavane in Eswatini, but that's a subject for another stream. And if we didn't know already, this is not Eswatini because it's too this sort of high dry appearance, with the this kind of geology. Um, okay, so now we're out onto pavement. Um, yeah, so this is a real town. Looks like yeah, that's what I was talking about with the phone things. These Vodacom things are in southern Africa. Um, it's like a place where you get like phone minutes and that sort of thing. Um, you can actually charge the phone there if you don't have electricity, which is some people in southern Africa don't. Um, uh, that must be we saw one of these before. That must be the standard taxi design for the country. Um, okay, again, like these sheet metal things that you see quite a bit in southern Africa. Um, Leku's Car Wash, it says. Tent for hire. Scones, biscuit, and buns. Okay. Um, and I forgot to guess. And so I mentioned Miseru, and guess what? That's where we were, and I forgot to guess. Okay, well, like these things are more intended, of course, as an educational stream than than a competition. Um, well, there's no one else here anyway. Well, no, that's not true. I have viewers. Um, well, hi viewers. Okay, Matalile, humped zebra crossing. Okay, somebody's humping zebras around here. Okay, so yeah, that's an interesting crossing sign. The European ones are usually blue. Like you don't. Okay, so there's the humping right there. Okay, um, we have Matalile. Oh, there's another directional sign here. Maseru and something ending in ing, and here funerals. This is something weird that I've noticed is that Lesotho has a lot of signs advertising funerals, and there is actually a chain, Lesotho Funeral Services. That was a contender for the end video, but no, it's going to be Afro Ski. Um, we're going skiing after this. Um, Elfin's Farm. Okay, so Maseru is to our north. Um, yeah, I'm thinking this is one of these places over here. Let's see, Mashushu, the first international airport named after. Uh, I think Mashushu the first was may have been the king that made. Uh, that fought the Afrikaners the first time. Um, let's see. Wait, Morlia. It says Morija. Okay. There's Morija right there. All right. So yeah, and it looks like probably we're on this big road, right? It goes the right direction. We were at the humped zebra crossing. Um, SWAT, swing general. Well, let's see. Yeah, that's got to be this crossing, right? Yeah, so where were we relative to it? Okay, very close, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna guess this, actually. And no, we were not in Morija, it turns out. We were at this intersection, Motsekwa. Um, yeah, yeah. Here's an interesting difference in spelling here. You can see, like, that the village was here called Mosakua's store, which, but then you zoom in and it's Motsekwa. Um, there might be a syllable division between the U and the O, actually. Motsekua. And yeah, I'm not sure of the adjective rules. TS can be an adjective, um, but I don't know how they differentiate the adjective and non-adjective versions of it. I think that it may actually. I mean, I have seen TSH, but the problem is that looks like it should be pronounced ch, right? And that they avoid using C in some Southern African languages for in ch because it's reserved for use for the C click, which is pronounced I think that that click, however, is not found in Sesotho. I think Sesotho only has the Q click, which is pronounced like that. All right, so 5,704 points on four guesses. Okay. Um, and so um, we have our third game and the final one, since that's the usual pattern on these things. All right. Again, here you can see Southern Africa, yellow lines on the outside. Um, Also, Southern Africa, red triangle, not the yellow diamond sign that you see in Australia or South America. Um, yeah, also the triple white line with the complicated thing, white dotted white. That's a Southern Africa thing. Um, and I go try to find that sign, which oh, another thing, I have not seen a bollard anywhere. I think that also is typical in southern Africa is not having any of things. Tim and Eng. Okay, also in southern Africa, eng is that's typically Setswana, Sesotho, like things in this area. The province where Johannesburg is called Gauteng. Um, yeah, you can see plenty of Engs on the map. Tim and Eng. Um, hmm, not seeing Tim and Eng. Okay, what does the landscape look like? It looks like southern Africa again. Um, these sort of dramatic hills, sloped, horizontal strata. Um, very, this sort of butte appearance, with the abrupt edges, flatter tops. For those of you from southern Africa, by a butte, that's the North American word for copies. Um, hmm. All right. Hmm. Yeah, so this one turned out to be near Maseru again. Okay. Um, yeah, yeah. You'll notice here on the shading on the map, there's that edge that we saw, right, that we were traveling along. Um, so all right. Yeah, interesting trees over here. I think I've seen these in southern Africa before, but I think they sort of look like eucalyptus, actually, which it's quite possible that they are. Eucalyptus are planted all over the world in certain kinds of dry environments. There are quite a few of them, for instance, in San Diego. Um, Oh, Mahale's Hook and Kluting. Okay. So we know where those are. Uh, that there's Mahale's Hook. There's Kluting. Um, okay. Panong. Okay. Phanog. Um, could that be that road? Um, wait, which side is it on? No, that's sort of to the east, right? We're sort of looking to the southeast. Uh, could that be here? I don't see Panong. Oh no, there it is. Pambong, actually. Um, yeah, that's what that is. Okay, so that means that we are. Is it? Yeah, this looks right. Um, let's see. We came from that way, some distance, right? You know that blue gums. Oh, that's what the. You know that might be what the trees are. They could be gum trees from. I that they have those in Australia. They may have been replanted, or like they could actually be some sort of generalized Gondwanaland tree, right? That there is some similarity between. Oh, this is interesting. Like this eroded soil here. Um, okay, so do we? Yeah, returning to start. It looks like there was some. Yep. All right. Well, 5 kilometers off 4,370 27 points is pretty good for this map. Okay. We got green. We got corn. Um, we got a lot of corn actually. We got we got bull. Okay. We've got the Sesotho. We've got the Sesotho ad again. Also buddy call per second. Okay. Okay. Here's a village. Um, yeah, there again, like one of those like white metamorphic rock layers. You see these a lot in southern Africa. Um, not a whole lot identifying these villages, is there? Yeah, I've noticed you see that a lot in southern Africa, actually. In South Africa, the disconnection between the village and the road is actually part of, the it's actually part of apartheid road design. You see the same thing in Palestine. Um, Not that we're claiming that Palestine has apartheid, it's just that there are similar security objectives in place there. Um, okay. Um, okay, so where is this? I did we have over here actually? No. Um, Yeah, I'm thinking maybe, like this is over here actually, like maybe yeah, we did see some place that looked like that. Yeah, oh, it was near Tapatseka, okay. So Montagnane is where we were. Oh, see the apostrophe in the name here on the on the other labels. Yeah, that's used in linguistics as a sign of the adjective. So that must be how they differentiate that. Monzon, uh, yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's hard to do. An adjective is actually produced with the glottis closed. Monzoniane. Monzoniane is, I think, how that's pronounced. Okay. Yeah. Also, the I looked up a little bit of stuff on the Sesotho language, and the vowels are kind of a mess in their system. That O, as I remember, can actually be pronounced in three different ways. In the language. It can be O, it can be O, and it can be U. All three of those are possible for an O. Um, that they had more vowels than letters and didn't do a very good job of trying to figure out how to differentiate them. So really, to know how to pronounce something in Sesotho, you mostly have to actually know something about the language, as opposed to what we would discuss in a stream like this. All right, so next to last round. Um, Yep. Once again, like Southern African yellow line on the outside. Rock layer, um, people. Yeah, we basically have Lesotho right now, right? No, I mean, I think South Africa can look like this, but usually it doesn't. You'd see fencing. There'd be. I mean, there are some parts of South Africa that the parts of South Africa with very few white people, often, they can look kind of like this. Um, certainly northern KZN comes to mind, which of course is next to Lesotho. Um, and, again, like KZN is less mountainous and wetter than this. Um, yeah, it's sort of weird, like the something that I don't understand. Why are there so few trees? Um, that I mean, it does look kind of nice, like that's South African chevrons there. So it's inconsistent in the country, okay, that they have yellow and black chevrons and they have the white and red. All right. Yeah, this looks a bit more like a South African farm actually, like that, more of a commercial farming look, less of a peasant look. Um, yeah, the other thing that's weird is, like you see a lot of people on the road here in places where did they come from? That it looked like there were some signs down here. Oop, and Forgot to guess. Okay, so last round. Um, okay, so this is Highland. Got some actual flowers. Yeah, this looks like the land of sheep. That yeah, in fact, like maybe we got put near the ski area for the last round, um, because it does look like that. Yeah, this is deep out in the middle of nowhere. Like I think guessing near the ski area actually does make sense. Yeah, it's even an east-west road, which it could be. Yeah, this is another thing that indicates probably Lesotho is like low road budget. Um, South Africa has the sort of like big imperial highway department that would actually pave something like this. Yeah, I am not going to get anywhere, so let's just walk down here until we time out. But yeah, this was very remote, that and nope, it was that road, okay? Yep. So, I guess that means that we're done looking at this. Okay, so view summary, 6,874 points in four guesses. Um, so you can see, it's pretty rough. Like I did get most of the points on round two actually, where I had was only 5 kilometers off, and yeah, that was that Blue Gums place, right? Okay. Um, yep. So yeah, pretty difficult stream. So thank you for watching, and let's